Wait, good morning. How are y'all? Give me 1 second. I'm going to put you on mute for just a moment. Hoping to get my highlights soon, girls and boys. Let's see. Do we have any boys this morning? We got 8 people already. Up and at 'em, ready for the day. Those of you who are waiting for other people to join us, you can check your email box. I've sent one of the assignments out. I'm working on the next one to get that out to you. So I'll go ahead and type that in the chat box. One of the assignments is gone. It's real easy. It's got a word bank, maybe 10. Uh, uh, write the question from your email. I think it's maybe 10. And the answer using the answer box. The word box. Well, we have made it to, what is it, Thursday? I don't know about y'all, but it's really difficult to keep up with what day it is. Are y'all having that trouble still? And I'm back at the building. It's pretty tough. Molly Roberts, I'm always thinking that you are Misty Roberts. We had a student that just graduated from our North School, and every time I see your name, I think it's Misty. So in my mind, I have this visualization of Misty, and when I see your name pop up, so I'm getting used to it. Fabulous student. She's been wanting to potentially take the student instructor exam. She's got 3 precious little kids, and instructor course, I should say. But yeah, I've been really confused. Time is going very, very fast, Sam. And Sam, I did find out yesterday your kit box of materials is at the North School. Feel free to drop by. And Reagan, I need to check on your books. I'm going to the North School today to see if those have shipped and arrived. I know you asked me that yesterday. And after this week and 2 more weeks, I will be a little less all over the place because I will be done with hair cutting. Hair cutting is always so intense because there's so many moving parts, as many of you know. Oh, sure, Mercedes. On the, or do you mean the 2-hour little project? No, Sam, you can just walk in. It's sitting there for you. I called yesterday and happened to be talking to Gracie, and she keeps up with all of that. Update on hours? Probably. We're really hoping Joanna may even get to come back tomorrow, which would be awesome. So we can get that. I'm going to the South School North School as soon as I leave here. So I plan on asking about the nail books to see if those are still on delay or if they're there. And then I also plan on, I'll ask Jeremy about the hours. Today is, let's see. Today's the 11th. Yeah, I'll ask Jeremy. Now, Mercedes, back to you on, okay, I see where you said yes. Okay, so that assignment that you have y'all ever done a mind map where you just put the center and you might put chemistry, and then you put little vines or little branches, and those little branches have little branches. You can color it just kind of what you've learned. So it's kind of like an illustration. And if you will Google mind maps, that would maybe kind of help you. So it's a one-page thing of different things you've learned. Like there's ingredients, there's atoms and elements, there's physical changes, chemical changes. Uh, that's kind of what it is. Are y'all all hanging in there? How many of y'all are getting close to having to come back to the building? Are there a few people having to consider knowing that you're having to? My dogs are over here panting. Lily, Cappy, y'all want to see my doggy? Come here, come here. You can say good morning. This is one, and he's really fluffy. He looks like he would weigh a ton, but he doesn't. He's only about 25 pounds. And his name is the breeder who had a little litter of Shih Tzus and Havanese mix. And then Lily is over here somewhere, and she's she's black and white with long hair, and she's about 20 pounds. And the breeder had 8 pups, and one was dark brown and the rest were white. And I wanted the dark brown one. He was chocolate brown, beautiful. And then dogs that are usually chocolate brown can sometimes turn to a beige color. So they named him Cappuccino, and then I just went Cappy for short. So you have a white one? Oh, so cute. Yeah, Brianna, getting back in that building, y'all might want to save some of your distance learning hours. You know, if you got sick, you could still stay home. So coming back in the building, saving some of those hours would be like a good idea. Do I have, let's see, Felice? I don't know if Felice is on here, or let's see, Felice, and then Kelsey. They might be in the building. I need to find out if they're going to do hair cutting. I have a few people on the list going to start hair cutting with me at our North Campus next Tuesday. I want to see your baby, Monica. You got to send me a picture of text me a picture of your little white Havanese. Lily, she doesn't like to, he's more of the lap dog, where Lily is more independent. Oh, 6 months old. Lily Buggy was 6 months old at one time. Now she's 10. So anyway, y'all might want to save some of those hours for your distance learning a little bit too. That might be something you want to consider. So that those times when you just need to be home, or the winter time when you don't want to get out in the ice or the rain and stuff. So you might want to consider kind of coming back in. Oh, good. I'm glad that you'll send me a picture. So what we're going to do, I know this has been kind of a rough chapter, but, we have to do theory. There's nothing else we can do. So fortunately, we got something to talk about. Oh, there's Lily. I see her. She's on the floor over here. Okay, so what we're going to do is just a little review. I'm going to hold up each one of the questions that I went over with you yesterday morning from 9 to 11, and you're going to write the question down. Then I'm going to give you a few minutes to go and look at yesterday's notes and answer them. And then I'm going to review it. So are we ready? Let's just kind of quickly sketch them down. I'm getting my car completely fixed. Yay, Mary Helen. I know. You know what? We have had some of the best time at the schools. What's happening is the people that are there are really almost getting one-on-one attention. It's actually kind of a neat thing, because kind of getting that one-on-one, because it's not a big crowd, and the clients are coming in. They're that that client that wants his balayage and has the regrowth, and you've got to diffuse that or color melt it and add the highlights. It's been really kind of calm. It's been really neat. So that's fine, Mallory. So here we go. So just kind of, let's just kind of do a review. And some of you might know some of these answers. So this is what I went over with you yesterday. Is EPA an antiseptic or a disinfectant? Now that's a really easy one, but sometimes people are like, oh gosh, is EPA an antiseptic or a disinfectant? It is a disinfectant. Yes, write them down, Melina. And then I'm gonna give you an opportunity. You don't have to answer right now. I'm just gonna give you an opportunity. And then y'all can go back and answer, and then I'll give you the answers after we y'all jot them down. This is just going to build that repetition in your brain and give you another opportunity to memorize. I'm going to turn the light on here in case my room is too dark. Okay. All right, here we go. Next question. I've got both the questions up here so you can write them down. Does EPA kill or does it retard the growth of bacteria? So just jot that down. You can just hand scratch it. Doesn't have to be anything neat. All you're doing is jotting down the question to review what we went over yesterday. And then what products can stop bleeding? So if you just want to put product stops bleeding, then you can type kind of fast, or write kind of fast rather. What products stop bleeding? And remember, some of these are not allowed in the state of Texas. So y'all have been taught by Ilana how to how to take care of a blood spill. And so that's protocol for Texas. But this is definitely going to be a question. So what is that product that can stop bleeding? Am I going too fast? Does EPA kill or retard? Jot that down. And what product stops? Just jot the question down real quick. We're just doing a quick little review. Okay, next question. You don't have to jot the entire sentence, just something that kind of triggers your brain and helps you to remember, can be put kind of in your own words. So what is the ingredient that we find in cuticle removers that help dissolve and remove that dead skin that is surrounding the nail plate on toenails? And it kind of does the job for you so you have less nipping to do. That's okay, Alexis. You're doing good. You're jotting down each question. We're not answering right now. Just jot it down, and then we'll go back over the answers. I'll give y'all a few minutes to look at the questions and go back to your notes. So when you write something down, if someone just tells you the answer, you don't memorize it or learn it. So when you jot down the question, you go back to the notes I gave you from 9/11 yesterday, and then you research, and then you see your own writing, and then it just sort of it plants it in your brain. So just pick up here, Alexis, at number 4 and 5. Okay, and then number 5, do antiseptics retard or kill the growth? So we just talked about EPA and disinfectants. Do they kill or retard? No, no, babies, no playing. No, Lily Buggy. No, Lily Buggy. And then do antiseptics retard or kill the growth of bacteria? And then the question number 3 was, what is the product that we can apply, maybe not in Texas, but that we can apply to stop bleeding that would be allowable in other states? Number 6, what is another term for enamel? So if you just want to quickly put down on your paper, term for enamel. You're just jotting that down quickly. What is a term for enamel? And number 7, what's another term for a top coat? You will see these, especially our nail technicians. Y'all need to be familiar with that. Here, Kathy, come up here. There you go. Now y'all quit playing. Shh, 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 shh. Good babies. Yes, Valeria, I will be going back over them to give everybody an opportunity to look at the question and have an opportunity to think about the question instead of answering them right now. So that if people are slower to answer a question and some people are quicker to answer a question, it gives you an opportunity. So I'll hold up the sheet again. Okay. So nail bleach has a ingredient in it that we use to prepare the nail bleach. So in little bitty bottles, we can whiten up our free edge, like I talked about yesterday, with a product, and it can even be mixed with water, and then you would label it nail bleach. And if there's an ingredient in there, what is that ingredient? And what would be like an overall term for a hand lotion? So when we give masks to our clients sitting in the chair while maybe a hair service is going on, or when the facial mask is sitting on the face, or our nail students are giving hand and arm massage, there's just an overall term for a hand lotion that we talked about yesterday. Like I said, you can just jot this down kind of scribbly. Doesn't have to be a lot. What is a term? Definitely a state board question. What is the technical term for household bleach? And those of you who haven't joined us yet for bacteriology and you joined distance learning just recently, you would not know this one, but we cover it in the bacteriology and ecology chapter. So just jot that term down. So there's a product, number 11, there's a product in our industry that people can become very allergic to. And we talked about that yesterday morning. So try to think what that is. It starts with the letter L. It was a product that people can become allergic to that we don't realize. You're a good baby boy, aren't you, Kathy? Mommy loves you. Yes, a good baby. Okay, number 12. This is another term for glue. So again, if you were ordering supplies for your nail technicians and you're the owner of a spa, they would ask for some of this glue that has a technical term. They have a tendency to call it that and not really call it the word glue. And then DEA, and I won't try to pronounce, it's an acronym, that big word. You put it in your notes yesterday. It's an ingredient found in what types of products, and it also adjusts the pH level of those products. So DEA is basically found in what types of products? Let's see, boy. So we can develop like E. coli in some products that maybe don't have this particular ingredient in it, in foods, in cosmetics. And it really has two terms, and it's added in these products to protect harmful bacteria from growing, so that if we were to use it past its expiration date, um, it protects us. I think I have the word coat. Uh-oh. On the next question. Coal. And then what are coal tar substances found in? Coal tar substances. Yes, they are, Mary Helen. Because when you go over the information like I did yesterday, we catch some of it, we lose some of it sticks, some of it doesn't. And then we just sort of reiterate and refresh our brains on that information. And by writing it, we can remember a little bit better. And this gives everybody an opportunity to think about their answers and see how many they can remember or find in their notes. So what is the word that products will put on the label to claim that the product is going to be free from having any kind of allergic reaction? So it's a labeling. Sometimes it's false claims, and sometimes it's accurate. That's number 16. And then we might go to the nail salon, and let's say we have some acrylics on our nails, number 17, and we want to take that full set off and we want to remove them completely. We can dip our fingers into a bowl of it, just our fingertips. No worries on commenting. I don't really want anybody to comment right now. I just want y'all to have the opportunity for each student to be able to have the opportunity to see what you remember from yesterday. So what are the products that help dissolve acrylic? For those of you who don't, well, I'll tell you in a little bit. Okay, now we're at number 18. Hopefully I'm not going too fast. What is the product that is made from sheep wool? And this product actually is excreted through the sebaceous glands, which y'all learned in histology. And then when it's secreted through the sebaceous gland, it goes to the follicle, and then it spills out onto the wool of sheep. So this product is not made from the body or the interior of the sheep, but yet the sheep's fur, the wool. An algae is an algae considered to be an antioxidant? You'll probably hear the other dog breathing hard on the floor. They're sleepy. We only have a few more. We're just going to 27. What is the acronym for the alpha hydroxy? It's a type of chemical peel, as you know, but what's the acronym for it? Very easy question. And 21, what is made from kernels of a plant that has a real good emollient quality to it? No problem, Morgan. What we're doing is everyone's writing down each of the questions, and I'm giving people an opportunity to answer the questions without the chat box, and then we'll go back over them again. So you can catch up by reading them again once I go back through them. So we're going to 27 and we are on 22. Another term for vitamin C. And then 23. So if maybe we want to combat some acne at home for a while, try to get the oil production under control, there is an ingredient in over-the-counter acneic skincare products that we would find at the grocery stores, and we just want to see what that. We just want to know what that ingredient is that actually does a pretty good job of home care regimen. And remember, we want to avoid alcohol in the skin. It's too drying, and there is some talk that it is actually more damaging for oily skin. It may feel good to dry it all up, but we don't want to do this. No. What do BHA beta hydroxy acids contain? There's an ingredient that the beta hydroxy acid contains. And 25, is boric acid something that you would be, or something that is soothing? Does it have a soothing benefit to the skin? You can just put yes or no, or true or false. Boric acid. And two more you're going to jot down. Do ceramides replenish the skin? And then 27, when someone has a rash or skin inflammation or irritation, allergies, you can actually use this in a shampoo form. You can put it in your bath. You could soak in it. I told you yesterday from 9 to 11, I would make a paste and put it on my skin. What was that? Just think about it for a minute. Now I'm going to hold up the papers quickly one more time from beginning to end. Those of you who got the questions, just ignore it and start looking at the questions and see if you can answer them. The first one was, is EPA an antiseptic or disinfectant? Pretty easy question, but I don't want to take it for granted that someone may be getting that confused. Number 2, does EPA kill or retard the growth of bacteria? What products can stop bleeding but may not be approved in all states? Then we'll go over the answers in just a minute. What ingredients does cuticle preparations that you can buy at Armstrong McCall, Redken, that have this? There's an ingredient in there that actually starts to dissolve that dead skin and help remove the cuticle from the nail plate without having to do a lot of pushing and nipping. Number 5, do antiseptics kill or retard the growth of bacteria? So an antiseptic and a disinfectant are two different things. What's another term for enamel was number 6. Number 7, what is another term for a top coat? Number 8, what product or ingredient is used for us to swab under the nail plate by the hyponychium to whiten the free edge? And what are hand lotions sometimes just referred to in general, or foot lotions? 10, the technical term for household bleach. It's an ingredient. 11. What is a product in our industry that we utilize that often people can become allergic to or are allergic to? Number 12. What is another term that nail technicians or maybe bonding ingredients are sometimes called? Another term for glue. And then DEA. It's an ingredient found in what type of products primarily, and they help adjust pH levels. 14. Something that prevents, what am I trying to read backwards? Harmful bacteria from growing. It's put in products and foods to help harmful bacteria if the shelf life is not, if you're expiring on your shelf life. What products do we typically find coal tar substances in? 16. What is a word for the products that claim to have no allergic reactions? The labeling could be false. What is 17? What is the product as ingredient that can dissolve nail enhancements from the nail plate so you can start a new set of acrylics? 18. What is a product that is made from sheep wool? 19. Algae, is it an antioxidant? 20. What is the acronym for alpha hydroxy acid, which is our chemical peel? 21. What is a plant extract from kernels, and what does it have emollient qualities, or that it has emollient qualities? 22. What's another term for vitamin C? 23. What is the ingredient found in supermarkets that assist with acne, that are over the counter, that help combat the overproduction of sebum? 24. What is that ingredient that is primarily a BHA, which is a beta hydroxy acid, not an alpha hydroxy acid? 25 is boric acid, a soothing ingredient. 26, do ceramides replenish the skin? 27, when someone has a rash and inflammation, irritation, allergies, we can soak or apply this to skin or hair or body. Okay, let me check my time real quick. We are at 33 minutes. So let's start with number 1, and we're just gonna go through those answers. Number 1, what did y'all put for number 1? Is EPA an antiseptic or a disinfectant? Perfect. Number 2, we know that EPA has a specific job. Will that EPA kill the growth of bacteria or retard the growth of bacteria? And we talk about method 1, method 2, and method 3 of bacteria. Good. It kills the growth of the bacteria. Great. Number 3, what products can stop bleeding? There's a term for it. It can come in a pencil form and it can come in a powder form. And they are not always approved in every state. They can stop the bleeding but not be approved. When I was in beauty school, we would use these when we gave manicures, or maybe we nicked somebody, or the tweezing on the brows pulled the hair bulb out. Good. Styptic product made of alum. Good. Both answers, styptic and alum, would be one of the answers that you would definitely see on the state written exam. 4, what ingredient does cuticle remover have that helps remove dead skin around our nail plate? We find this ingredient in chemical relaxers used on black hair to straighten the over curly hair. That's okay, Valeria. Excellent, Mary Helen. That's our sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide has a dissolving quality. It's what we find in oven cleaner lye. And oven cleaner lye has the ability to dissolve all of that hard cooked drippings from our oven. And therefore, it has a small percentage of sodium hydroxide lye in it that's going to help decompose and get rid of that dead skin sitting right there, so that you can just get your nipper, or your pusher, and just scratch it around and make that border of that nail plate look real pretty. Number 5, do antiseptics kill or retard the growth of bacteria? We know that antiseptic, an example of antiseptic would be sea breeze. Sea breeze, beautiful skin can be a breeze with sea breeze. I'm dating myself. There's probably not many people who know that commercial. That would be good. Oh, Alexis, those babies. I used to have a rabbit, and that little rabbit retards the growth. It does not kill it. Good. It's like a skin refreshener. So antiseptic retards the growth. That would be like your sea breeze that I was talking about. And it retards the growth. It doesn't kill. So that's what we would use to prep the skin when we do our tweezing or our waxing and skin refresheners. We used to call them, when I was in beauty school, toners, because there was no skincare lines when I was in school. There was like one, and that's that the skin refreshers. All they were antiseptics for the skin. They didn't retard the growth of bacteria, so we didn't put it on the skin to retard bacteria. We used high frequency to do that. The high frequency current, the machines. 6, what is another term for enamel? So enamel would be like our nail coloring. And so there's really 2 terms for enamel, lacquer or just nail color. So yes, lacquer. And then 7, what is another term for a top coat? Perfect, Chloe. That's our seal coat, the seal coat, SEAL. It's going to seal the top layer of that. And we learned yesterday that PHATALETES is the ingredient found in nail color to keep it from chipping, from the nail polish cracking. Okay, so now we are at number 8. Nail bleaches that whiten our free edge. What is that ingredient? What ingredient is used in that nail bleach to whiten that nail plate? You could whip up a little bit for your grandmother or your mom or someone who has yellowed nails. And there is an ingredient there. Great, hydrogen peroxide. Perfect. Number 9, hand lotions are sometimes called what? What are hand lotions referred to? Sometimes it's just one overall term for a hand lotion. And we talked yesterday that some of our hand lotions would be excellent, a lubricant. Hand lotions, instead of using a real thick hand lotion, you could substitute it with a carrier oil and a aromatherapy droplets put in the hand lotion. You could tailor it from client to client, but it's called a lubricant. Excellent. Number 10, what is our term for our household bleach? Household bleach. And what's the first part of it, Mary Helen? You got the hypochlorite. And what would the first one? There you go. Your friends are backing you up there. Sodium hypochlorite, perfect. And remember, those are high in pH, so we consider them a base and they are known as alkaline. Okay, number 11, what is something used in the industry that can cause allergies? Some people are allergic to it. Oftentimes, if you go to the hospital, you might even be asked on a questionnaire before having surgery if you are allergic to it. Oh, no. Oh, sweet. I have the most beautiful deer. I just fed one of mine. I like to put corn tortillas um, outside. And so I just shake the bag and they come running and I tear them up and I throw them out. Latex. Yes, latex is some of the items. I mean, some of the is a substance that people can become allergic to. 12, another term for glue. Excellent. Resin. Number 13, DEA is an ingredient found in the products that in what products and can have the ability to adjust the pH level. Mercedes, there you go. Adhesive, that would be good too. State board may call it a resin, but you are absolutely correct. So, what products adjust the pH level and DEA is in it? And the answer is agents that foam, that get fluffy and foam up. So I would assume that mousse would be one of them. Or sometimes we have those cleansers that we whip up in our hands. I get real foamy. I would assume that shaving creams. Number 14, something that prevents harmful bacteria from growing. And there are two potential answers on this one. Something that prevents ingredients or something that prevents harmful bacteria from growing. Parabens is one. What's the other word for paraben? Paraben. A paraben is also known as a perfect. Woohoo! Paraben or a preservative. Excellent. 15. What are coal tar substances found in? Coal tar substances. We find they are notably in what type of product? And estheticians could be asked if this product, excellent, it's hair dye, and estheticians could be asked if this product is in their eyelash tinting and dye tinting. I'm sure some of you who have tattoos, if you have any tattoos, there's something called black henna. And I think that one's pretty controversial too. Um, that the FDA has tried to kind of talk about. That might be a good little research project for you if you like to get tattoos. It's called black henna. So you might want to look into that ingredient. 16. What is the word for products that claim not to have an allergic reaction? Oh my gosh, Valeria. Are you saying that black henna does? That is scary if that's what you mean. Wow. Oh, no. But I bet one of the reasons why people like it, maybe the tattoo coloring lasts longer. Could that be part of why some people use it and like it? Hypoallergenic. Perfect. Number 16, hypoallergenic. Excellent. 17, what is the product that has an ingredient that can dissolve acrylic nail enhancements? And it is also found in polish remover. So it's found in polish remover, and it also has, if it's in a if it's all this one ingredient, then it'll dissolve the nail. But if you apply only there you go. If you apply only acetone to the nail plate to remove nail color, you will ruin the acrylic nails of someone who did an excellent job because it gets gummy and sticky. So nail polish remover has a smidgen of acetone in it to do the job. Number 18, what is the product that is made from sheep wool? And Sam, you're right too. Lanolin, perfect. Isn't that amazing how we take things from our world, from animals and plants, and we can make products? We can create ingredient. This is an ingredient that gets applied into a product. It's pretty fascinating. I wish I were a chemist and that smart. Is algae considered an antioxidant? Yes, it is. It's benefiting the skin, helping combat free radicals. Number 20, what is the acronym for alpha hydroxy acid, which are the chemical peels that are in salons and spas without a physician? They are lighter, gentler, and then, oh wow, vegans do avoid lanolin. Wow. Excellent. AHA, that was an easy one. But if a client walks in and they say, "Does your salon or spa do any AHAs or alpha hydroxy acids?" You want to be able to say, yes or no, that you provide that in the spa or salon setting. 21, what is made from kernels of a plant that has an emollient quality? Argan oil. Excellent. Number 22, another term for vitamin C. Aloe would be more soothing, and yes, it would be an antioxidant as well. Another term for vitamin C, number 22. Perfect. Ascorbic acid. So if you see that in a product label, wow, that's amazing. Go for it. It's going to be great for the skin. 23, what is the ingredient found in supermarkets that help with acne for home use? So you might look at the bottle if your teenage kid or your nephew or niece are having some acne problems, you might want to look for that ingredient. It's going to be helpful. Perfect. Benzoyl peroxide. 24. What do BHAs or beta hydroxy acids contain? A little bit difficult to spell. I had a terrible time with spelling this word. They won't be quite as deep as an AHA, but they're going to contain this ingredient which assists. Excellent. Salicylic acid. Perfect. 25. Is boric acid an ingredient that is soothing? Is boric acid an ingredient that is soothing? Or do we think of it as a bad ingredient? Yes, it is soothing and wonderful. 26, true or false? Do ceramides replenish the skin? So if you see the ingredient known as a ceramide, you might find it in a toner or a antiseptic. So yes, they do. They replenish the skin. 27, when someone, our last question, when someone has a rash or skin needs hydration and soothing, what can we soak in or what can we apply to the skin to assist with rash, irritation, inflammation, and to soothe the skin for a calming effect? Colloidal oatmeal or oatmeal, exactly. Really? You'd break into hives? Wow. So you must have a little allergy to that. So in your email box, you should find this sheet right here. You're going to read the sentence, use the word bank at the bottom to insert the words. So write out your sentence, put your name on it, and turn it in at 5 o'clock. The answers will be given to you at the 12 o'clock. It's just one quick little assignment there. I'm going to send the second assignment out fairly quickly. And then I am going to be heading over to our North Campus to get over there. I'll follow up with you, Reagan, and let you know about the books. And then I'll follow up with Jeremy when the hours are going to be put out. So this concludes our session. I'm going to give you the opportunity to sign out. I hope that the review rewrite the whole thing. So since I'm not having you write and turn in what we just did, you're just going to write the whole sentence and fill in the blank with the answer that you think, and then we will give you the answers then. So hope that helps, and I will give you your next assignment in your email box shortly, within the next 40 minutes, so you can start looking at that and start working on that. Okay. Y'all have a wonderful morning, and walk outside because it's cool, it's crisp. Take a deep breath outside, rejuvenate yourself, and feel the pleasantness, because I think it's going to get a little bit hot again today. So go out there now. It's nice. Get out of your bed if you've been laying there and get out there. I am going to shut my, I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to make sure that the teachers assisting me have gotten the roll call done, and we will see you at 12. Start working on it. Go to your email box now and start working on this quick little assignment right there, and you should be good to go on that. Work on your mind map that's due tomorrow by 5. Please log that mind map as a different entry at bbsdistancelearning at gmail.com. Log it differently with 2 hours. Put just 2-hour credit, and that way we can make sure that those hours are separately recorded. Okay. You don't need to turn in what we just did. This was a fresh review, and hopefully it helped you. And I am going to mute now and get your other assignment out, and I'm going to get on the road. Okay. Y'all have a great one. Okay, I'm going to sign off now. If you can hear me, I'm going to end the stream. See you at noon.